There are a lot more people in the world constantly, and everything is becoming more and more competitive in the job market. So you've got to stand out. Companies now are trying to find solutions. They are recruiting across a much wider spectrum to get that diversity of thought, to challenge their own thinking.
This is exactly what we left years ago. It was crowded and people are arguing, debating, and trying to finalize our assignments, group discussion. That's fabulous. That's a good memory.
There are three reasons really I chose the program. First, I want to refresh my judgment framework. Second, I need a deeper international global network. And the third, I want to step out of my comfort zone. After working for a while, life becomes stable, and we definitely know our career path is kind of clear. I actually want to look for new perspectives and some interactions with some different ways of thinking.
We have a very successful Master's in Financial Economics. However, it is only really suitable for early career. You have to take time out of work to be able to do it. It's called the Master's in Applied Financial Economics, which we call the MAFE. It was really expanding what we already do on the MFE and taking that to a broader selection of people, with a lot of the teaching being online. I think that enables us to broaden out the people that this will attract. It will be people who are working and need to stay in work.
I was here years ago, and at that time, the lecture room is full. So many cohorts here. We discussed our questions as well as work together for our assignments.
In finance today, AI can build a model, run analysis, and write reports. But AI cannot help us to make judgments. Technical skill is just the entrance ticket. We need to rely on our experience as well as understanding people. So the textbook will not teach us how to do that.
The most important thing are going to be the human skills. Focusing on expertise alone limits not only the individual, but I think limits the institutions in which they go to work. Because if they don't have that ability to think more broadly, think critically, I think they will be missing. It could be ideas, could be danger and risks, but also what are the opportunities? They get cross with us, they get cross with themselves because it's hurting, but that's great because they are learning and they need to go through the journey to see how far they've come.
One of my cohort, who's already 70 years old, he's still trying to learn something new and trying to challenge himself. When we debate in Oxford Union, everyone needs to debate. And when it was his turn, he made a very, very good speech for us. So I was shocked. When I was maybe 60 or 70 years old, I want to be him.
The kind of leaders that we hope would come out are ones that are self-reflective. They think, who am I? How do I communicate? And how do I present myself and look to the outside world? How do I step up and take that responsibility?
I think I become more open-minded because the world is changing and life is changing. And I experience a lot, and I know I got the chance to know what I know and what I don't know.
Do you miss those days?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I miss that time. Yeah. To be honest, the Oxford degree is not easy. So eventually we made it.